is Alicia Wagner, and I used to be a competitive cheerleader. I came from a background of 6 years of gymnastics, and then I moved on to cheerleading for 4 years. But after my last season, I had to quit because I had developed tendonitis in my wrist and ankles. Coming from gymnastics, I already had a lot of body awareness, and that was really helpful in my stunts and tumbling because you already knew a lot about twisting and flipping and what ways your body moves. Most people don't understand competitive cheerleading because it's either deemed as not a sport or it's confused with sideline cheer. However, cheerleading is a lot more difficult than it seems. In a typical practice, we would start with stretching and then we would run a little. We would practice each different section for cheerleading, and we would run through the routine like multiple times, maybe 15, 20, it really depended on how the coach was feeling. At the end of practice, we would always condition because you really had to be in shape to be able to lift people up and carry out your routine for the full 2 minutes and 30 seconds. For competitive cheerleading, there are a whole bunch of different levels that you can compete at. The lower the level, the easier it is. The levels were 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, which is college, and then there's open team, which is any age. In competition, the judges score you on your stunts, jumps, tumbling, and motions. They score you on both how difficult your skills are and how well you execute them. Some of the most common jumps are the herky, the hurdler, the toe touch, and the pike. The stunts that you do depend on what level you compete in. However, there are the basics of one-legged stunts and two-legged stunts. For two-legged stunts, it's basically just preps and extensions. For one-legged stunts, there are scorpions, scales, heel stretches, bow and arrows, whatever it may be. There are different ways that you can execute them depending on your level as well. Also, there are basket tosses, and what you do up in the air depends on what level you compete in. Lastly is tumbling, and just like any other part of cheerleading, what you do in tumbling depends on what level you compete in. The tumbling really varies per level, so here are some of the basics. One of the most difficult transitions for me from gymnastics to cheerleading was the fact that I was now competing as a team. I used to be judged individually, so if I messed up, it only affected me. However, when I went into cheerleading, if I messed up, it also affected my team, and that was the most difficult thing for me to adapt to.
That's as in detail as it's gonna get.